So imagine that all the cash in your pockets suddenly became worthless pieces of paper. It's a really hard idea to wrap around, but that was a reality for millions of people in India in November 8th of 2016, when the Prime Minister, Modi, decided to ban the 500 and the 1,000 rupee notes. That's the equivalent of banning the 100, the 50, the 20, and the $10 bills. You see, the 500 and the 1,000 bills for India, they consist about 85% of the cash available in India. So the ban created mass hysteria. This was a desperate move to push India's economy forward. How, you may think? That's the puzzle. To better understand Modi's motive to implement this ban, you have to understand where India was at in 2016. Being a civilization or a country that consists of 1/7 of the world's population, according to the UN, less than 1% of the population paid taxes. More than 90% of the business done in India was done in cash, unregulated. See, Modi coined this markets the black market, or black money. And he's trying to get rid of it by pushing people to use more financial institutions, financial resources. So the best way he thought was ban the money. He didn't get this idea himself, actually. It was a guy named Anil Bukit. And he's not an economist, he's not a scientist, he's a religious guru and with zero economic training. But he had the strong belief that the country's resources, India has always been a country of its own resources. So why, as a population of 7 million people, not be able to sustain itself, right? So he pushed and convinced Prime Minister Modi to ban this money. Now, what happened the next following days was mass chaos. Now, the rules to it, he didn't just ban the money. Right? He gave people 50 days to take these bills out to the bank and exchange them for new bills. However, you can only do it at a certain rate. You can only exchange 2,500 rupee notes, which is about $50, about 1 month's wage of the regular people, which for the great majority of India is no problem. But for businesses, for people that would hide all their money in their couches, people that didn't use financing, lower rural areas, agriculture, farmers, right? This law was implemented to help India. However, more people were hurt by it. The people that was intended to help were the most affected by it. Why? Because they were not close to ATMs, they were not close to financial institutions, and they didn't have financial resources. So when Modi created this mass chaos, it created a shortage of cash. Because everybody ran to the bank to try to get cash. And the shortage of cash, well, there's no cash going around. There's no businesses going around. So a lot of businesses went bankrupt. A lot of people judge Prime Minister Modi for this decision. It created negative GDP growth in 2016. However, what do we look at as a result? Is in 2017 and in 2018 alone, we saw India's GDP grow at 6%, and then later in 2018 at an 8%. No country is growing that way. Why? Because of financial institutions. India just recently purchased Venmo in Cash App. Why? Because the use of financial online payment has increased dramatically in India, where it is a market of almost 1 billion people that are technically being forced to use online banking. But what do we have to learn from all this? Not a lot of countries monetize their currencies like that. A lot of the countries do it for reasons of inflation like we see in Venezuela or Chile. However, this is a complete first in India, and to see the great results over time is a great experiment to do in other countries like Somalia or other Western African countries, where more stability in their currencies is to be desired.